Have you ever met someone and felt an instant pull, like the universe itself was trying to tell you something? What if that magnetic connection isn't about looks or charm, but about something much deeper inside you and them? Could it be that love, instead of being random, is actually a mirror of your inner world calling out to be seen? Why do people fall in love with you? Have you ever caught yourself wondering why certain individuals are deeply drawn to your presence, almost as if they can't resist it? Is it truly about your personality, appearance, or charisma? Or is there something more powerful happening beneath the surface, something unseen but deeply felt? Carl Jung, one of the most influential minds in psychology, believed that love doesn't just happen by chance. In fact, people fall in love with you for two profound reasons, both deeply rooted in the unconscious layers of the human psyche. And once you understand these reasons, your entire view of love and attraction may never be the same. In this video, we'll journey through Jung's remarkable insights on love, projection, thema, and the concepts of anima and animus, revealing why someone may feel magnetically drawn to you, not because of who you seem to be, but because of what you unconsciously represent in their inner world. We'll peel back the curtain on the invisible forces behind romantic attraction, forces that operate far beyond surface-level qualities. You'll discover how deep psychological patterns shape who we fall for and why. Jung believed that beneath every spark of chemistry lies a blueprint, an emotional map of unmet needs, suppressed traits, and longings waiting to be recognized. Before we dive into this compelling journey into the unconscious, the realm of hidden desires, shadow selves, and psychic resonance, be sure to subscribe to the Daily Stoic, where we decode the psychological and spiritual truths behind everyday experiences. Still think love is just luck or timing? Let's go deeper. We often imagine love as a sudden, magical spark, a coincidence of timing and emotion. But as Carl Jung suggests, even the most spontaneous connections are rarely as accidental as they appear. Behind that spark is something ancient and unseen, the soul's silent call to wholeness. In the previous section, we explored how love is often not a random spark, but a reflection from deep within the soul. Now let's go even further into the hidden reasons why someone might fall in love with you. Not because of who you are on the surface, but because of what you represent on a deeper level. You become the missing piece, a living symbol of a part of themselves they haven't yet developed. And this is the first reason why people fall in love with you. You represent something they lack. This isn't just about opposites attracting. It's about how opposites reveal what's missing. A highly rational person may feel drawn to someone deeply emotional. An introvert might fall for an extrovert. A disciplined, structured soul may feel magnetized by someone wild and unpredictable. But admiration like this can easily turn into dependence, especially if the person doesn't realize that what they admire in you is actually something they have the potential to grow within themselves. When that's the case, they may cling to you, not out of genuine love, but out of unconscious need. And once that need changes, or the reality of your human imperfections disrupts their idealized version of you, the attraction may begin to fade. This is the hidden danger of psychological projection. It builds an illusion of connection, one that can't survive when faced with the truth of who you really are. And when that illusion breaks, the love built upon it often begins to crumble. But Jung didn't stop at projection. He took it even deeper with his concept of the anima and animus, archetypal images of the opposite gender that live deep within every psyche. According to Jung, every man carries within him an unconscious image of the feminine, his anima, and every woman carries within her an unconscious image of the masculine, her animus. These are not just preferences or gender roles. They are powerful inner figures shaped by our earliest relationships, especially with our parents. and influenced by cultural myths, symbols, and the collective psyche of humanity. In the previous part, we uncovered two profound reasons why someone might fall in love with you, not because of who you are on the surface, but because of what you unconsciously represent. But when love is built on an inner projection, what happens when reality begins to break through? This is where the real dilemma begins. When someone falls in love with an inner image they've projected onto you, they're not truly seeing you. What they fall for is a fantasy, a sacred idea, a psychological construction crafted long before you entered their life. You become a screen, a canvas onto which they cast their long-standing hopes, dreams, and unconscious needs. But eventually, the real you starts to emerge. Your imperfections, contradictions, your very human nature. And the once perfect fantasy begins to crack. What once felt divine now feels confusing. What once seemed flawless now appears complicated. Conflicts start to surface. Disappointment settles in. The illusion collapses beneath the weight of truth. That's why so many intense, passionate relationships begin with euphoria and end in emotional chaos. Because they weren't rooted in true understanding, but in an unconscious archetypal projection, a psychological script trying to act itself out in the real world. But no human being can live up to an archetype forever. It's simply impossible. Before we continue, if you're finding this video insightful, please consider sharing it with someone who may benefit from these ideas. And if you'd like to support the Daily Stoic, a quick tap on the like button goes a long way. Your support truly means the world to us. Thank you for being here. Now let's dive deeper. Though the collapse of these illusions can feel painful and disorienting, Jung didn't see this as failure. Quite the opposite. He saw it as a crucial step in personal evolution. For him, love was never just an emotion. It was a tool for transformation. Each person we fall in love with becomes a mirror, and what we see in them is exactly what we need to see in ourselves. Some people reflect our hidden potential. Others bring to light our deepest fears. Some awaken our creativity, while others amplify our insecurities. But all of them serve the same psychological function: to accelerate the process of individuation, the journey of becoming whole. When someone falls in love with you, they may believe they found something magical in you. And in a way, they have. But the magic isn't just you. It's what you awaken within them. You are not just a person in their life. You are a symbol, a turning point, a psychological invitation. And the same is true in reverse. The people you fall in love with, especially the ones who shake you, change you, or break your heart, they are never random. They are messengers, carriers of meaning, catalysts for your inner evolution. Some come to awaken what's been dormant. Some come to teach lessons you've long avoided. Others come simply to show you your own reflection, distorted or clear, depending on how ready you are to see it. Not all relationships are meant to last. Some are meant to disrupt. Some exist to break old patterns. Jung called these encounters synchronistic events, moments that may not be logically connected, but are deeply meaningful. When someone enters your life at just the right moment and evokes powerful emotion, it may not be coincidence. It may be a sign that change has already begun within you. And those moments, even the painful ones, especially the painful ones, are not mistakes. So why do people fall in love with you? Because you either reflect something they deeply need or awaken something they had forgotten. In either case, the love isn't really about you. It's about their own soul trying to grow. And the same applies to you. You fall in love with those who reflect your missing pieces, who embody your inner images, who, knowingly or not, hold the key to your next chapter of growth. But if you don't recognize these patterns, you risk falling into a loop, drawn to the same types, repeating the same relationships, chasing the same illusions and believing you're simply unlucky in love, when in reality, your unconscious is trying to teach you a lesson you're not yet ready to learn. Jung believed the answer lies in awareness. Once you understand your projections, your inner figures, your patterns, you stop searching for someone to complete you and start becoming whole within yourself. And from that place, love transforms. It is no longer fueled by fantasy or fear, but by truth. It becomes real, grounded, and free. Because in the end, the deepest love isn't about finding the perfect person. It's about awakening the parts of yourself that have been waiting to be seen. You don't just fall in love with others. You fall in love with the version of yourself they help you discover. Seeing love through Jung's lens reveals a powerful truth. It's never just about the other person. It is always, always a journey back to the self. So next time someone falls in love with you, or you feel that magnetic pull towards someone, ask yourself, what part of my soul is waking up right now?